In this episode of Akram's Ideas, I'm going to answer the I Heart Fall tag questions, so stay tuned! Hello and welcome. I'm Akram Tagaby Burris, and you're watching Akram's Ideas, bringing creative and crazy ideas to life. The first day of autumn has finally come upon us, and if you follow my social media, you know that I love all things autumn. In fact, I recently even posted a poem I wrote about my love for all things that autumn brings. So with my love of autumn, despite the fact that here in Oklahoma we are actually going through a heat wave, and it's like in the high 90s, and with the humidity it feels like it's close to 100, which, if you're familiar with Oklahoma weather, the first few weeks of autumn can be anything from an extended summer to actual snow on the ground, so it varies, and this year happens to be the summer-like weather. Despite that, a few weeks ago, it was actually breezy enough to pull out the jean jacket. And so with that being said, we know that autumn is just around the corner, or at least autumn weather. And since I have this love of autumn, and autumn's already started and everything, I thought I'd do a quick I Heart Fall tag, YouTube tag for you guys, where I answer 12 different questions regarding fall/autumn and give you my responses about all things about fall/autumn that I love. Okay, so now we're going to go through the questions for the I Heart Fall tag. The first question being, what is your favorite fall scent? And my favorite fall scent is that smell in the early morning time when you go outside and you can just feel the autumn breeze and the leaves in the air. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but it's that smell that you know autumn is on the way. A few weeks ago when I pulled out the jean jacket, that was the smell in the air. You know that autumn is here or autumn is on its way. And that is my favorite fall scent. The second question is, what is your favorite fall product? And I'm gonna go with two products, both from WIlliam-Sonoma. The first one is pumpkin pecan butter, or pecan pumpkin butter, one or the other. This product is amazing. Basically, you can use it with some heavy whipping cream and pour it into a pie shell, and it makes a pumpkin pie. But you can use it in a variety of applications. It can be basically substituted as canned pumpkin in muffins, cake, pancakes, waffles, you name it, you can use it. It's so good. It's got a lot of seasoning and flavors already built into it, so you don't need to add anything. And that is one of my favorite products. The second favorite product is the pumpkin syrup from WIlliam-Sonoma. And this can be used, they advertise it as sort of a flavoring for your coffee, but you can use it again with the heavy whipping cream to make your own whipped topping, pumpkin flavored whipped topping. You can use it, and what I've done is I've used it as a substitute for vanilla in a lot of recipes to give it a sort of pumpkin spice taste. The syrup itself is very, very sweet, but it's got this great pumpkin flavor with it, and so I've used it tremendously throughout my cooking for the holidays and throughout autumn. Next one is, what is your fave fall recipe? Going back to my favorite fall product, the pecan pumpkin butter, they have this recipe for this pumpkin cake, so to speak, where you take a cake mix and you mix it with the pecan pumpkin butter and you kind of layer it up. Those we call them here like pumpkin cookies, even though it's a cake, but they are amazing. And I will actually in the comments below put a link to all the products and recipes that I talked about in this video. So be sure to check those out. The next question is, what is your fave fall drink? And I'm gonna go with hot chocolate. Pretty much hot chocolate. I'm not a big coffee drinker or anything, but I don't usually like warm drinks until it starts getting cooler weather. So hot chocolate is usually, I'll break that out in the fall time. And I really like a nice big glass of hot chocolate when it's cold or when you're just kind of feeling down. So hot chocolate is going to be my favorite fall drink. The next question is, do you prefer haunted house or hayride? I'm going to go with hayride. I don't really like being scared. And I'm not really fond of haunted houses, but I do love like going to the pumpkin patch and going to corn mazes and stuff and doing the whole hayride thing. And me and my husband have gone a couple of times and really enjoy that. And we're gonna have to find a place, because we haven't been here in Tulsa, so we're gonna have to find a good place to go to a pumpkin patch and take a hayride, because I really enjoy doing that during the fall. The next question is, it's football season, so are you yay or nay? I don't really follow football, so I would say nay. However, October is actually National Bike Month, if I'm not mistaken. And Tulsa is like the biking city of Oklahoma. Like there's bike trails everywhere. People are constantly bicycling. So we're actually going to try to get out our bikes this October and go around and do a bike trail. There's even a little trail in our neighborhood, so we're definitely going to try to do some more bicycling. Bicycling is something that I'm totally going to be doing this fall, as far as sports go. The next question is the best way to spend a rainy day. My favorite way to spend a rainy day is to basically sit in bed all day and just have the lights kind of low, keep it kind of dim, and basically like binge watch on Netflix or Hulu, and just like watch an entire season of something, and just, you know, don't get out of bed. Maybe get out of bed for like hot chocolate and cookies, and that's about it. And just hang out and take the day off. Those are my favorite ways to spend a rainy day. Continuing on with our list, question number 8 is your fave fall article of clothing. And I'm going to say it is cardigans. I love cardigans. I love wearing all sorts of different color cardigans. I have a whole rack in my closet of just sweater cardigans. I have a couple of vintage ones that I have. I have a couple of red vintage ones. I also have this beautiful 60s pumpkin colored orange cardigan that I bought last year for my birthday, which unfortunately I never actually got a chance to wear it a whole lot, and so this year I'm totally going to be wearing that more often. But the sweater cardigans, just sort of layering type style, is my favorite way of wearing fall clothes. Number 9 is favorite fall activity. And I don't know what I would say for this one. I already mentioned going to the pumpkin patch, and that's something that I really enjoy doing. The other thing that I would say is decorating for fall. Like, you don't do a whole lot of decorating for summertime, but in fall you've got Halloween followed by Thanksgiving, and I really deck out for Halloween. I've got pumpkins and lights and wreaths and all sorts of decorations that I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll get it all unpacked so that I can actually start decorating, but I would say like the decorations and things for the autumn going on into winter holiday, those are my favorite activities. The next question is your favorite fall movie. And I'm not even going to mention Halloween movies, because that would take a whole nother video to discuss all my favorite Halloween ghost story type movies. But my favorite autumn movies that I feel like you have to watch in autumn are, at least I'm going to name 2. The first one is going to be Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and only the first one. And the reason is because that movie is so well edited and timed that it feels like you're actually going through an entire school year, and that the movie feels like it starts in September, moves on to October, and then goes on through the rest of the year. And I just feel like because of the way the movie starts off, it just feels like you want to watch it in autumn time. You want to be warm and cozy at Hogsworth. And I don't feel like the other movies in the series had that timeliness to it. It didn't feel like it was any point in time when it took place. So definitely Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is something I like watching in the autumn time. The second movie I would say is Back to the Future. And that is because Marty McFly went back to the future around, I believe it's like October 26, 1985, and he went to November 5th, 1955. So of course you have to watch Back to the Future in October-November timeframe because it's obviously an autumn movie. The next question on our list is, what will you be doing on Halloween? I definitely will be dressing up for Halloween, but usually what we do on Halloween, me and my husband, we just kind of hang out at the house and we give candy to trick-or-treaters. And while we're waiting in between trick-or-treaters, we sort of have this monster movie marathon where we watch all our favorite Halloween movies and things like that. So that's pretty much what we do on Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, I mentioned earlier this month on my blog that I will be posting some Halloween special episodes. Be sure to stay tuned for that in October. I'll be doing a whole series of special Halloween episodes of Akram's Ideas. The last question on our list of I Heart Fall is your favorite thing about fall. And for me, my favorite thing, there's a whole slew of things that I love about autumn. I love the clothes, the layering of clothes with the sweaters. I love the scent in the air. I love all things pumpkin spice. But I think my favorite thing is that especially October is like my month. And it starts off in early October. October 7th is my anniversary. And this year is actually very special because it is our 10-year anniversary. And following week is my birthday on October 13th, which growing up, I always loved having an October birthday. In fact, there were several years that I asked my mom to make me a pumpkin pie instead of a cake for my birthday. And so, you know, it just embraces me to have my birthday in autumn the whole time, the whole season that I'm in love with so much. And then finally October wraps up with Halloween, which of course is my favorite holiday. I just love the dress up and the fun and the festivities and knowing that the holidays is just around the corner. I think that's what I enjoy the most. So fall is just a good, happy time for me, I guess. I don't know. But I do love fall, so it's hard to say what one specific thing, but I know that there's a lot of events that take place in fall that really signify who I am. So there you have it, my 12 I Heart Fall questions answered for you guys. And if there is a fall related question that I did not answer that you would like me to, please be sure to post it in the comments below and I can answer it for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Akram's Ideas, and if you did, remember to give it a big thumbs up so I know what kind of videos you guys like to see. As always, don't forget to follow us on social media or subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.